Hi, Jennifer Holmes here, President of MIS Solutions. And when it comes to email, we get a question. There are really three different types, like three different flavors of ice cream. So I've got Liam here. You know, when somebody gets a new cell phone or something like that, what is really the best way to set up their email?
Right. So in general, there really are three different kinds of email, and I'll kind of give you the good, better, best, right? So the least expensive is what's called POP, P-O-P email. And POP really just takes the email from the mail server and downloads it to your device, whether that's an iPhone or an iPad or even your computer. It's the least expensive, but it also is the least functional, meaning that, you know, if you lose the device, you lose the email. So the next best in class is what's called Imap, I-M-A-P. And Imap has the ability to allow you to see what's on the server, so you don't have to worry about losing your email. But it only does email, so no contacts, no calendars, no to-do, no sharing things. It's just your email. And then, of course, the best of each is Microsoft Exchange, which allows you to have access to your calendars, your contacts, your to-dos. It allows you to more easily set up a device, whether that's an iPad or whether that's a Mac or whether that's a desktop or a cell phone. So what you tend to find is that there are really three different kinds of email. And they're priced, of course, as you might expect, three different ways. Least expensive, middle of the road, and a little bit more expensive, as you would tend to see the features as well.
Can you talk a little bit about compliance? I mean, security is like, you can't open the newspaper or go online without seeing some type of security break. And then there's so many compliance requirements that are coming down the pipe too. Can you talk about which flavor is kind of better or more suited to help your company stay in compliance?
Right, sure. So typically Microsoft Exchange is what people are using for compliance. There are some other solutions that are sort of add-on things that you can put on some of the lesser, like POP and IMAP. But what most people do is they use Microsoft Exchange. They do what's called email archiving, which means that every time a user sends an email or every time they receive an email, before it gets delivered to the intended recipient, the server makes a copy of it and stores it in a special place. That way, if you have a situation where somebody loses a device, or if you have somebody who's malicious and they actually intentionally delete their email, it means that you're not out of compliance. You can still go back and you can get that email, or all of the email, whatever it is, and you can make sure that if you have a problem where somebody's trying to cover something up, that you can still get access to that email and present it in a court case if you need be. Microsoft Exchange tends to be the most secure way of making sure that you stay in compliance.
Very good. So if you have further questions about email, whether it's POP, IMAP, or Exchange, or email archiving, or email encryption, or you're concerned about making sure your organization is in compliance, don't stress. Call MIS.